What's really good, my people? Y'all know who it is. Y'all know what it is. Let's get into this. So, yesterday I reported on Casanova taking his plea deal, and he's facing a mandatory minimum of 5 years, a maximum of 60 years in his federal indictment. He copped out to selling 100 kilograms of weed and shooting that took place in Florida and racketeering, all type of stuff, right? People have been giving their opinions and people sending them best wishes and whatever the case may be. So Tekashi took to Instagram and he tagged Casanova's girlfriend, whose name is Jazzy, 2 times, and he basically told her that if she's not holding him down, that he hopes that she does. And also he also came at the rap game and said that that he's hoping that these people will step up and hold Casanova down, his family down for the next 10 years and keep his name alive. And of course, people have something to say. I saw Hassan Campbell made a video and he's talking about 6ix9ine this and 6ix9ine has nowhere to, no reason to talk because he didn't hold it down and blah, blah, blah. You're not really this, you're not really that. But Hassan Campbell was one of the people that agreed with Wack that said that he didn't blame Danny, as he calls him, or Tekashi, because he's not really a street nigga, and he thought that, he was a civilian to begin with, so he doesn't have no problem with what Tekashi did. But yet and still, here he goes being a hypocrite and talking shit about him. That's neither here nor there. Now, what I am going to talk about is what Tekashi's ultimate message was, and that is real. Listen, for anybody that's been to jail before, if you haven't been to jail and you're watching, ask somebody that has. Ask them how many of their peoples, I'm talking about their real peoples that you see them all the time with, they always in the car with them, always smoking with them, drinking with them, partying with them, etc., etc. How many of those people really stood tall and held it down for them and really was there for them? I'm talking about keep money on the phone so they could talk to them. Go and check on your kids. Go and make sure that, your family's cool. Put money on your books every now and again. Do what they have to do. Send you some pictures, some cards, whatever the case may be. How many of them actually stood tall? I'm going to tell you, it's not many. If you have 5 or 6, 7 friends that you're really cool with and you consider your family, which is a lot for me, I don't have that many, but if you have, let's say 4 people that you consider your family, your peoples, if you have one of those people do that, it's a lot. Because it doesn't happen like that. Me, from personal experience, I always had my own money. That's a blessing, and from whatever I was doing, I always was smart enough to keep some money. Not only that, I had family and a good support system. My family always came through for me. They visited me. They did what they had to do. They kept money on the phone. They always kept me in the loop, doing whatever they had to do for me. But that being said, other than that, nobody. So what Tekashi is saying is true. Casanova even said this. He's been down for like a year and a half now. And for the better part of the first year, he was complaining. Every week you would see a post from Casanova complaining that none of his friends, none of his industry friends, none of his street friends were coming to see him, sending him money, helping out his girl, doing anything to help him in any way, shape, or form. Okay? So what Tekashi is saying is, let's see if y'all keep it real the way that everybody claims to. Because everybody claims to keep it real until it's time to keep it real. The streets does not love you. The streets do not love you back. The gang does not love you back. I'm going to tell you the truth. The gang does not love you back. 9 out of 10 times, the people that you have to worry about most when you're in jail, even when you're in the streets, is your own gang members. Those are the people that are usually going to try to get you first. Not to mention that they don't give a fuck about you and they're all about themselves. And I'm not just talking about gangs. I'm just talking about streets in general. The streets it doesn't love you back. The game doesn't love you back. For real. So if you thinking that, I was a stand-up nigga and now, people gonna look out for me, that don't mean shit in the grand scheme of things. You could be the most realest, official dude that, looked out for dudes, held them down, gave them chances, opportunities, rode out with them when it was time to slide, all that shit. And when you go to jail, nobody give 2 motherfucks about that. Nobody cares about it, bro. I'm going to keep it a stack with you. You are out of sight and you are out of mind. Believe you me, nobody cares about what you did for them when you're in that. When you in the can, bro, it's all about you. Read that paper. Read the paper. It says such and such versus the state of, or such and such versus the United States. You and only you. Nobody give a fuck about you, yo. For real. You know what I mean? Like, it's a rarity if you have even one person to hold you down. that ain't your immediate family. And sometimes your immediate family don't even give a fuck about you. You feel me? So you could talk shit about Tekashi all you want. I'm the first one to say he's a snitch and whatever the case may be. But when somebody says something real, I'm going to call it out for what it is. Listen, forget the messenger. Listen to the message. The message was real. Nobody give a fuck about you. Casanova was even saying that shit. All right? And with his record and with the charges that he's copped out to, he is going to get, he's probably not going to get the minimum. So I'm thinking he's probably going to get, like he said, maybe 10 years. And he's only got 2 in, and you got to do 85% of that. So you do the math. 10 years, 85%, that's 8.5 years. So he has another 7 to go. You know, and that's if they give him 10. They could give him 20. I don't know. I'm not hoping that he gets, you know what I mean? Like, we'll see what happens in December when he goes for sentencing. But in all reality, what Tekashi said wasn't a lie. And it's going to be interesting to see who the fuck steps up and holds this man down. Because everybody's there when it's all beautiful and you spending money, you popping bottles, and it's all beautiful, sunny. We in Miami, we in Cali, we doing this, that, and the third. But then when they get red, you know, those rain clouds start coming over, you look and you ask somebody for an umbrella and everybody's moving away from you and not trying to fucking, you know what I mean, letting you get rained on. It just is what it is, man. And, you know, I'm not going to say only the real could relate. I'm just going to say if you've ever been in a tight position, if you've ever been in jail, if you've ever been in a position where you needed help, then you probably know what I'm talking about. Because when you need people, it's rare that they're there. And it's usually the people that show up for you are the people that you least expect it to be. The motherfuckers that you think are going to be there no matter what are the ones that turn their back on you. It'd be a motherfucker that come out of nowhere, somebody you just met not too long ago, somebody that you probably had a problem with not too long ago that steps up and holds you down in some of these cases. And that's real talk. Anyway, y'all be good out there, man. Much love and respect to everybody that checks in and, you know, watches the video. Hit that like, hit that share, hit that subscribe, man. We almost up to 1,000, man. Stop. It don't take much to subscribe, man. It just take a little push of a button, man. Don't be greedy. Anyway, for my day ones, everybody that leaves comments, I love y'all. And until the next time, peace.